All right. I should have got me something to drink. This is my first time going live, y'all. So uh, I'm trying to see if anybody gonna hop on here so I can do a live update. Let's see. Hey, 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 hey. What's up, good people? What's up, beautiful people? I know I ain't never done this before, so this one person that's on here, I appreciate you coming on here. I just wanted to do a random live update. So I'm just trying to, I never done this before. I'm just trying to see how many people gonna come in real quick. I'll give an update and just kind of go from there. Um, Hello to the one person that's here. Y'all, I'm really bugging because I don't do lives, but I felt like I haven't been on here in a long time. I'm gonna try to see if some more people come in, answer some questions, vibe out with y'all for a little bit. Well, I should have got something to drink. It's what the locks looking like though. It's what they looking like. They getting there. They getting a little longer. I'll take my hat off in a little bit. It's just comfy. This is like my little blankie. It's my little snuggie. I love my little hat. All right, well, I'm just gonna start, and whoever come in, come in. Whoever don't, they missed out, right? Uh, Welcome to my Black and the Berry. I'm Nikki Tay. I answer to a lot of things. Levante. Um, so, lock update. This is what we're here to talk about, my locks. So, in August of this year, it will be 4 years that I've had my locks. I've been on my journey for approximately a little over 3 years. And I still wouldn't change it for the world. It has its ups and it has its downs, but it is what it is. I embrace them all the same, no matter what. I haven't had like any loss of locks. I haven't dealt with any unraveling in a long time. What else? Shrinkage, not so much anymore. As it stands right now, my locks have definitely fallen, as you can see. Of course, I dyed them. I want to say over a year ago. I think I dyed them last. Yeah, I dyed them last August. So it's kind of, oh, I'll take my hat off so y'all can see them. But the dye is it's pretty old. It's grown out a lot. Um, I haven't had a retie yet, as y'all can tell, but I don't really care about like reties. Now, speaking of reties, I have not retightened my hair in about I used to do my reties like every 4 weeks. I would say roughly 4 to 6 weeks or whatever, but I haven't done my reties in 4 to 6 weeks in a very long time. So right now I've pushed my retightenings to about, I would say 8 to 10 weeks, roughly depending. Sometimes I still do my locks every now and again on my own. Like I'll retighten on my own, which it still takes me about 12 hours over the course of 2 days. So I don't know how often I'll be doing that. But I do have, my loctician still helps me take care of my locks from time to time. So I go to her about every, like I said, every 8 to 12 weeks, basically. Well, 8 to 10 weeks. I never push it to 12 weeks. That I think my hair would mat. It would mat up a little bit too much because of the hair type that I have. I truly don't push it to 12 weeks. 10 weeks, it just depends on how my lactation schedule is looking. But 8 weeks is like, okay, I'm starting to feel it. So right now I haven't had a retightening. I want to say it's been about, I want to say 6 weeks. And I've noticed also for some odd reason, my hair grows faster in the winter time, which is a little odd. It's a little strange. I know a lot of people were telling me that, and even my loctician was saying it's a little odd that my hair does the opposite of what most people's hair does in the wintertime. I guess especially living here in Colorado, it's pretty dry here, so not a lot of people get a lot of growth, but for some odd reason my hair is doing the opposite. In the winter, I don't know if it's because I take care of it a little bit more or I'm spraying it with water a little bit more, but it does seem to grow more in the winter time. So I have a lot of new growth around that 6 to 8 week mark. If I'm pushing out my retightenings to about 8 weeks, you can start to see that new growth building up about 6, 7 weeks. By week 10, it's too much. I typically would have to do like, I don't know, I have to do like maybe 8 passes to 10 passes if I wait like 10 weeks to do a retightening. But that's the retightening schedule. My wash schedule has not changed drastically or changed too much. My wash, I still wash my hair like every other month. I would say roughly every other month. I'm washing my locks. Let me see. I don't use much, to be honest with you. I'm still a woman of minimalism, so I still don't like to do a lot to my hair. Even dyeing my hair was a lot for me, y'all. But I can show y'all the shampoo that I use. I have changed up my shampoos over time, especially with me dyeing my hair last summer. So with that being said, I can show y'all a couple of shampoos that I have used. So since dyeing my hair, I did cop this Olaplex #4. This kind of helps to keep your hair moisturized. So I had been using this for a certain amount of time once I dyed my hair. And then I also use this to kind of help with the color of my hair, because it started turning a little orange, like a burnt orange kind of. It was doing this whole little razzle dazzle thing with this burnt orange look, and I wasn't feeling it. So I got this to kind of spruce up my color a little bit, and it kind of bounced back for the most part. I mean, it bounced back for the most part, but I've only used the Biolage like maybe once or twice to help my color kind of bounce back, but not too much. But as of right now, what I'm using is Donna's Recipe, and I love this. This is by Tabitha Brown, and I believe there's another owner of this, but I love this stuff. I use this to wash, and then I'll spray my hair with my own little concoction that I made. I'm still making my own little moisturizing spray. So I use distilled water, and then I'll use a few drops of rosemary, a few drops of lemongrass, a few drops of grapeseed oil, and maybe a little bit of like jojoba oil just to kind of help seal in the moisture. And then I also use Donna's Recipes, the creamy. I'm gonna grab it real quick because it's easier for me to okay, so it's easier for me to show y'all, but I use this. So I'll moisturize my scalp, spray my hair, and then I'll go over it with this little cream. It's Donna Karan. Donna Recipe Sweet Potato Pie Extra Creamy Hair and Scalp Oil. First of all, I love the way it smells. Both of them, the shampoo and this. And then I also enjoy the edge control. Her products are bomb, but I'm a Donna Recipe stan, right? So that's pretty much what I've been doing. I still wash my locks bi-weekly. I definitely a Donna Recipe stan. I love Donna's Recipe. So that's pretty much what I've been using on my hair. But in between washes, I just spray it with my little concoction that I make with the distilled water, few drops of rosemary, lemongrass, and some grapeseed oil, jojoba oil. Sometimes I'll put in there a little bit of almond oil just to kind of refresh, spray my locks and all that kind of stuff. But as you can see, they're thriving. I still got locks of variety, various lock sizes, lengths. They almost look a little bit layered. I don't mind that look. I don't really care about that. I haven't lost any locks. A lot of people have been asking me like, oh, you know, you dyed your hair and it was more permanent type of dye. Like, did you lose any locks? I didn't lose any locks. Now, what did happen though is some of my ends that were not sealed, because I have like a lot of curly ends, or my ends aren't as sealed on some of my locks. So some of my ends did kind of come off a little bit, but it was literally like this much. It wasn't a lot at all. So yeah, the dye didn't damage my locks too much. I'm very cautious and careful with taking care of my hair whenever I dye it. I don't dye it often, but because I did dye it, I did take extra caution with taking care of my locks. So yeah, that's pretty much the process of the washing. In between, like I said, I don't do much at all. I think minimalism is the best way to go when it comes to locks, as long as you're washing them when they need to be washed. And I also feel like moisturizing when they need to be moisturized is going to be your lifesaver. If you do decide to dye your locks, like I said, I think dye them with caution, understand your hair type, and understanding the type of dye, the length of time that you're dyeing it, all that kind of stuff, the processing. Just be careful about that. Go to someone who knows exactly what they're doing, because I don't do my own dye on my own hair. I would never. I wouldn't even think about it. But go to someone who knows what they're doing. My loctician happens to be a colorist and a stylist and all that kind of stuff. So I trusted her with her energy in my hair. So it turned out okay. And it's like I said, it's been over a year. They're still thriving. They're still doing their thing. The color don't look too bad. So I'm happy with it as a result. If you have like foundational questions, my foundation is pretty much intact. It's pretty much the same. I'm not a big grid kind of person. I don't really care about that, because if you in my grid, you're a little too close. So I don't really trip on the grid, as long as they're all as long as they're like not falling off and it's not thinning or anything at the base or the foundation of my lock, I'm cool. And my locks are pretty healthy. I don't have any complaints about the base of my locks or anything like that. Like, everything is in place. I mean, I don't really have any complaints. I don't have any regrets at all about locking my hair up. Best decision I ever made. It is time consuming if I'm doing my own retightenings, but I don't really care about that. I typically do my own retightenings like once every 3 or 4 months. But lately, I have been hella busy, so I have not been able to really just do my own retightening. So I've been going to my loctician, and I've been going to her for it's been like 2 years now that I've been going to my most recent loctician. She is not the person that did my install. I do not go to my loctician that did my install anymore. I'm now with another loctician. And it wasn't for anything negative or anything like that. It's just the way it worked. I was able to get into this young lady's schedule as a client at the last minute, and then I just continued to go to her. But it was nothing malicious or anything ill will towards my last loctician or anything like that. It was just, she worked better with my schedule. But let me see. No unraveling, no slippage. I think at about year 2, I started to see a change in like unraveling and my slippage. So for my hair type, I would consider myself, I have various hair types. So I range from like a 3C to about a 4B. And I'm more 3C in the back, like the nape of my hair, or the nape of my neck. It's really, really like bigger curls, finer curls. So I experienced a lot of slippage there, a lot of unraveling in the nape, and then in the parameter. Um, it's like this is would be, I would say, like my 4A kind of area is in the parameter. And I had a lot of slippage in the parameter or my edges, pretty much. It took a long time. Like I said, about year 2, I started to notice, okay, it's a little different. It's starting to seal up. It was starting to kind of lock and coil in on its own. So I was excited about that. About year 2, I started to notice a huge change in unraveling and slippage. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I answer everybody's questions that I've been getting over the last year or so about my locks. How many locks do I have? I have about 415-ish locks, somewhere near 415 locks. I haven't counted since I added a few. Like this one, let me see if I can find it. There's one in here somewhere. This one. This was like one of the last ones that was added. So yeah, I would say it was about 415 locks. I haven't counted them though in a long time, so I'm somewhere in there. My install was August of 2021. Excuse me, August 2021. So August of this year, I will be 4 years locked. Each stage was magnificent. It was a blessing. I enjoyed every stage of them. The stage that I'm at now, I feel like I'm at the stage where my locks have gotten to a length where I've become lazy with styling them. Like, I don't like to style my hair at all. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a lazy stylist. I thought in the beginning I was gung ho about, oh, I'm gonna do this style, that style, whatever, whatever. Y'all, I don't style my hair like that. So that's why I don't post a lot of styling videos like that. It's not what I do. I wake up, I spray my hair, I peace out. Like, I do lazy styles. It might be half up, half down. It might be shit. I might put it all up in one high bun. And y'all, it's so hard at this length to put my hair in a ponytail. And it's because I have so much hair. Like, it looks like it can go in a ponytail, y'all. It's so challenging to get my hair into a ponytail. That's another reason why I don't style it. I might do a twist out or a braid out. If I do a twist out or a braid out, that was a good day. I don't really do a twist out or a braid out too much, but sometimes I'll do it if I feel, like I want to razzle dazzle it up. Let me see. Sometimes I still use my rose water. Every blue moon, I'll make my own rose water. I'll spray that in there too. Like if I'm out of my little distilled water concoction, I'll spray the rose water in my hair or whatever. Let me see. I'm trying to think of everything. I'm just coming off the dome with this shit. I'm not really prepared in a way. I was just like, you know what? I ain't been on here in a minute. I've never done a live. Let me come on here and do a live real quick. Yeah, I feel like I don't think I'm gonna cut my hair. Everybody's been asking me like, oh, you gonna cut them? No, I'm not gonna cut them. I'm just gonna let them see how long let them grow and see how long I can get them. If y'all wanna see all of them, this is them. The dye hasn't caused any damage. We still rocking strong. I am grayer. I will say that. Since I've been on here, these babies is turning gray. I don't know what it is. with my hair, since I've been locked, for some reason my hair, like the grays are coming more and more. The longer, I mean, of course, the longer I'm locked, the more grays come, but I've just noticed that they're more prominent now, and it's hard to get my gray hair to lock. For some reason, my grays like want to do their own thing. They just go their own way. It's hard to keep them in the lock and get them to actually entangle and ravel, like coil on themselves. I don't know another way to describe that or articulate that, but my gray hairs have a mind of their own. I'm trying to learn to embrace that. I'm not gonna dye it anymore. That was my last time dyeing my locks. I'm gonna try to embrace them and try to learn my hair as my locks begin to evolve. I want to learn them and understand my hair a little bit better, because my hair is different now that I've locked them. For some reason, they just do different shit. I don't know why. I don't know where it's coming from, but um, yeah, the grays are unruly for sure. They have a mind of their own. They do their own thing. I don't fight with them. I just let them do what they want to do. I do grease my scalp. I do try to take care of my scalp more than the actual locks themselves, if that makes sense. So I try to have a healthy scalp. So I make sure to take care of my scalp. Like I want to say 2 days ago, I made sure to go through, moisturize, and seal in the moisture with oil or cream. I typically use like an almond oil, jojoba oil, or like I said, I'll use Donna's recipe, this extra creamy hair and scalp oil. I'll use that on my scalp. And it works. Like it has been sealing in moisture a lot. So I'm gonna keep up with that up until I move. There is something big coming at the end of the year. I will be making a huge transition and a huge move. I will be sure to keep y'all locked in, keep you guys updated on that as well if you're interested. If not, I get it. I understand. Everybody got life going on right now, but yeah, I don't really have any issues with my locks, to be honest with you. I welcome and invite anyone and everyone to lock their hair. And I think it's more than just the style for me. And I know this sounds cliche and everybody says this. I'm sure you hear this a lot. But I promise y'all, it is a journey. Since I've had my locks, I can tell you where I was in life depending on the stage that my locks were. And that's crazy to me that I know I can tell you what stage my hair was in based off wherever I was in my life. There's so many life lessons in locking your hair. There's so much that you have to um, become accustomed to. And so, anyways, I wouldn't change it. I absolutely invite every and anybody. If you want to lock your hair, go for it. I don't care what your hair type is, go for it. There's a method that is going to be conducive to locking your hair. I know people get real caught up in like, oh, my hair type is not 4C, or my hair type is this or that. Is it gonna lock it? Yeah, it'll lock. You just gotta give it time and use the correct method. So I've noticed since I had my locks, I did start my son's locks, my husband's locks, my niece's locks, my sister's locks. So I do know a lot of information about locks, and I am self-taught over the years about them. You just have to find the right method based on your hair type and your lifestyle. Once you nail that down, or you figure your lifestyle and your hair type out, then you'll figure out what method will work best on locking your hair. Um, I feel like for my son, because he's an athlete, he's busy, he sweats a lot. His hair type is just a little bit more coarse than mine, but very similar to my hair. Retwisting his hair wasn't working. I had to interlock his hair like I do mine. Even though his lock sizes are regular size locks, traditional locks, I still have to interlock his hair. My husband's hair is more of like a 3B, 3C curl pattern. And so for his hair, I had to interlock. So I couldn't retwist his hair. He has traditional locks. So you just have to figure it out. And I invite you to do that. I don't, man, forget what everybody else is saying or what everybody else is doing. If you feel like this is for you, go for it. If you don't, go for it. I don't care. Like, I love them. It works for me. I've seen a lot of progress with me sticking it out, locking in, staying focused, not giving up. And it turned out to work for my better, for my good. Um, I don't switch up my locticians. I stay with the same loctician. If I go out of town or if I'm going, like we visited Africa in March, last March, and I did my own hair. We went to Paris, did my own hair. I swam in the oceans. Like I took care of my hair. I just say make sure you prepare when you travel for the different climates or climate change. Make sure you bring whatever products you feel like you're gonna need. But I don't require that many things, so I was good. I was Gucci. I ain't really need a lot of stuff. Hawaii was cool in the beginning stages. When I locked my hair, we went to Hawaii. I got in that salt water. I dealt with some unraveling because that was in the very beginning. I dealt with a lot of unraveling in the beginning, but I stuck it out and it worked out. It worked out. So I don't know, the two people that's on here, I appreciate y'all for being here. But if y'all want to see a 360, I don't mind doing that. If you want to see like a little, like my foundation, even though I don't have a retightening right now, you can definitely see that. I don't deal with a lot of dandruff with my scalp. Like I said, I try my best to take care of my scalp as best as possible. I moisturize my scalp as much as possible. None of my locks are thinning. None of that. I don't have thinning. I don't have any of that. I literally, when I tell y'all I don't do much to my hair, I truly don't do much to my hair. And I think that I really feel like if you just take care of it when it needs to be taken care of, your hair will talk to you. Your locks will speak to you. They're going to tell you exactly what they need. I promise you that. They're going to tell you everything that they need. So just listen to your hair. Listen to yourself. Don't nobody know your hair better than you do. I just say go for it. Y'all, if you're thinking about it, I'm telling y'all, do it. But learn how to, I will say this, I put an emphasis on it. I'm going to emphasize this. For real, for real. Like, learn your hair. Learn how to take care of your hair for yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to be assed out. And these people out here are, they getting over. That's one thing I have noticed. The prices have gone through the roof. So learn how to manage, maintain, and care for your hair. If you're going to get them, learn how to do them yourself. Is it going to take longer? Absolutely. Yes, it is. Are your arms and your shoulders and your neck and shit going to be hurting? 112,000%. But is it going to be worth it? Absolutely. Because the prices, y'all, inflation is crazy. The times we're in is even crazier. And people are gouging people out here. And I'm in Colorado. I couldn't even imagine what it's like in like Atlanta or LA or Chicago or New York. Like, I couldn't even imagine. So learn how to take care of your hair yourself. So if you're ever in a bind, you got this. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. If y'all have any questions, definitely leave something in the comments. I'll try to do this a little bit more. I feel like not a lot of people like to see people on live like that. I don't know. Y'all can tell me. But I don't know what else y'all really want to know. Do y'all have any questions? To the two people that's on here, y'all got any questions? I'm trying to think. I think I answered everything. I do hair steaming. Somebody did ask me about that. I do my own hair steam. I got my own hair steamer. So sometimes I will steam my hair because Colorado's air is dry and I live right by the mountains. So we're at the highest altitude here. So I do steam my hair, my skin, all that kind of stuff. Probably not as much as I should, but I do it. Like I said, I wash my hair every other month. if I'm lucky, every other month. Y'all, this is a lot of damn hair. This is a lot. So I don't wash it probably as much as everybody else, but I think it works for me because I don't deal with dandruff much. I don't really put a lot of product in my hair, so it's not really dirty like that. But I would say I wash my hair maybe bi-monthly, and then maybe every quarter if it's a busy year. If it's a busy year, every quarter. Um, and yeah, that's about it. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for stopping in with me. Thank you to the 2 people that was here or checked me out. Spread the word. I'm gonna try to get on live a little bit more. Peace and blessings to you guys. Y'all stay safe.